Good day, everyone. This is Sanjeev Mehra here from Institute of Marine Engineers, and today we have with us pilot Reshma Nilofer. She is working with
Hello.
Kolkata Port Trust, and she is the first and the only woman pilot that we have in our country. That makes me proud to interview you Nilofer. So, Reshma, going forward,
Pleasure is mine, sir. Yes.
going forward, in this time of COVID-19, I believe you are still on the job and you're still doing piloted services. You're putting your life at risk, and I really salute you for that, for the kind of job you people are doing. This is
Thank you.
purely to keep the shipping services alive. So, Reshma, I'll hand over the mic to you. If you can tell us what you're facing through COVID-19. Over to you, Reshma.
Hello, everyone, and pleasure meeting you also. It's my pleasure. And so we are just pilots are just part of the entire shipping fraternity that is coming together and keeping the shipping lines alive and getting those essential goods to the people. So it's just it's not service. We're not serving, but we are doing our duty. So it's a great feeling to be part of the essential services and do the job when it comes to serving the nation or whatever you call it. But then it's also a very, very difficult time at the moment where each and every one of us are having everyday personal issues and work issues to handle during difficult times. And it's the same here. It's grass is not greener here either. So there is a lot of fear, just like everyone would be, every common person you meet today is fearful of COVID, and it's the same for us too. We're all working in fear, and that fear psychosis is here. But then, we don't try. We try and not let this affect our work, but it's definitely there. We are having to handle a lot of fear while we are at work. And specifically for pilots, I would say because we are boarding ships day in and day out, and we are also boarding ships coming from the infected countries, and we are taking them in and out. So when these ships come in, there's always, of course, there's a lot of checks happening, and your tech, the health officials are doing a great job checking for temperature, symptoms, and everything. But despite that, we have to really understand that the pilots are the first point of contact when a ship calls any port. So we are like the first line of defense who is boarding ships before even the health officials board. So that would you could say that this is putting us in a lot more risk than everybody else because the others will board after the checks are done, but we are the first ones. So now, my as a pilot, my responsibility becomes uh, more than my fear because when we board a ship, you never know, there could be people who are positive but asymptomatic. So now you don't know if somebody is positive and you know uh, coughing away and or have not yet having fever, but then giving away COVID to the others. Correct. Now let's just say we are also human beings. We also live ashore, and we are interacting with the communities around us. So we really don't know who is really the black sheep and who is infecting others. Now, when I board a ship, I really have to be sure that I am, first of all, not sick in any way. Even if it's not the typical COVID symptoms, I still need to be really, really uh, clear about my health because I'm ashore. Pilots can come back home, and for me, medical help is just a call away. All I have to do is just call my boss, and the uh, the government, the port trust, my employers, they're all going to take care of me, and of course my family. But then when I board a ship, I also put the seafarers at risk because they don't have medical help at their call and they don't have access to doctors. So it's a position of responsibility where I need to be extremely careful of, how also the PPE and everything. I need to be very careful and really follow the SOPs to the T. We've been given fast track SOPs by the government and by the individual ports. So we are really sticking to the T, hopefully, and keeping safe.
Precautions do you take when you are on the bridge? I mean, do you normally stay away from them, and how is it? I mean, you're on the bridge wing, or I mean, how do you interact? I mean, I can understand the fear that you will be having there.
Uh, yes, so we do have our PPE supplied to us by the government, but what we are doing specifically for these times is that normally we would, as a pilot, we would board the ship and then get into the accommodation and climb up to the bridge. But then now it's strictly a no-no to enter the accommodation as much as possible. So it's a straight access to the bridge. We go from the outside stairs. And when we get in the bridge, of course, we have to get in the bridge because we have a VTMS channel, which is manned by our own pilots. So we have to take over from our pilots on the VHF. So I need to get in anyway. So when I do get in, I still have my PPE on, and I specifically when I'm climbing the stairs, I already tell the guys, whoever's receiving me, the officer. So I tell them that please inform your bridge team that and the master that I would like everybody to keep distance from me, at least a meter or more. We can talk louder if you want, but distancing is essential. And also, I use the VHF and everything with the gloves in my hand, and I never take the VHF handset close to my face or anything. I sort of, now we need to keep it in a distance and then scream into the VHF. We take over from the VTMS. This is my ideal day, how we take over. So I take over from the VTMS pilot and then turn around and speak to the master. But then again, like I said, we have our devices to set up, my laptop and my AIS device and everything. So it takes some time, about few minutes. Meanwhile, the master pilot exchange, it happens from a distance, other than like before, where ideally you would go nicely, have a good handshake with the master and exchange information. But all that is now done for. We've done that away. So we do a namaste, like our in Indian style, and then we get on talking loudly from distance. And yes, and then we take over from the master. And then we also tell them the plan, the entire plan for the day. And normally we would keep the stations, the mooring stations standby quite early. But these days we reduce the exposure for them also as much as possible. So we tell them earlier off which side, alongside, and all the other details. But then I do not call for the stations very early or very much in advance.
Last question, and a little tricky one. What would be your reaction to the Chinese crew or a Chinese vessel?
Sir, right from the entire, right from the blow of the situation, we have been working Chinese vessels, and specifically, I don't know if I were fortunate or unfortunate. I had been particularly working only Chinese vessels from March, I think. It was in and out Chinese vessels coming from Singapore or Port Klang or all these ports where there is some amount of big numbers of infected people, but it's not that I'm discriminating or something, because that's not fair because these guys are also working really hard and keeping the services on, and they are definitely bringing us the essentials we need. Like we just heard that there was shiploads, shiploads of stuff which came by the Air India flights. You must have heard. So, you have to realize end of the day that they're also doing their job, and it's also our job to bring them in and out. So it's just a call of duty. It's nothing more. I don't feel different in Chinese medicine.
Right. So, Reshma, thanks a lot with a namaste.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I'm sort of holding the phone, so let me
Yeah.
do the namaste also. Thank you so much for having me on this
Thank
mini interview. It was a pleasure talking to you.
you.
Yes, Captain.
Yes, good morning,
Good morning.
ma'am. Welcome on board.
Yes.
Okay, we are on head steering right now,
Okay.
doing about 3-1. What's your heading?
355.
355.
Okay.
Okay, this is our pilot. Yeah, that is our pilot.
So your
Master
draft,
pilot.
freshwater draft maximum?
Maximum draft is 6.3 ma'am, and forward is 6.1, mid is 6.2, 0.2 trim.
So I can see you have twin screw engine.
Yes, ma'am. We have 2 engines. We are
Inwards.
inwards now.
Okay.
2 engines running on 500 RPMs.
Okay.
And engines
That
are
will be
doing
your
okay.
half.
That will be half ahead. VHF, we have 2 VHF over here. We're running up
I just took over from the VTMS.
Yes.
So I'll tell you what our program will be for the day. Normally the acceptance at the docks will be by your priority of the deepest draft first. So since you and Daping are the same draft and you're behind in the convoy, we will maintain the same order. What we can do is, once we go around 10 o'clock would be Hooghly Point, which is a critical area. From there on, we will have the anchor stations ready forward throughout the passage, for the rest of the passage. And after we reach Garden Reach, 1 o'clock, 1300, you will have a pilot change. Your harbor pilot will take over from me. I will disembark. So your harbor pilot will be anchoring almost immediately. And you will wait for an hour and a half, and then you will go
for the
down.
next part.
So your forward first, you will go inside the box.
Yes, ma'am. Both anchors are ready.
Yes,
The
throughout
one
the
guy
passage.
standing by on the radio at the time.
Okay.
And then when we pass that point, we will have somebody forward.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.